Yeah, so hi guys. So we said in our last video that we're waiting for David Martin's Nigerian topmost photographer to respond to his wife's accusation. And just a few minutes ago, it dropped. Of course, we know that he was going to come up with his own, side of the story. Like everybody would say, okay, let's hear from the other person. So the truth of the matter is that is a whole lot. Is a whole lot, right? And this time around, he's accusing the Nigerian musician named Neon Adejo. He says the one that was instrumental to their, you know, the problem they had because he kept flirting with the wife, and the wife was also flirting back, and they were always having good moments together. And he was the one that told her to go to the blogs and then leave the house. Of course, I'm not here to like say word for word all that he said, she's this, she's not that, and all that, saying how he's been paying rent, making sure she's comfortable, taking her to luxury, places, taking care of the baby. You can even see that on the screen. He has come with, it was though, as though he he knew that a day like this will come because he had so many things to say. His evidence, I mean, he choke, like the Nigerians will say. It's a whole lot. Like the wife didn't even bring out anything. This man brought out so much that, I mean, I just want to read a piece. But I want to first of all talk about what Neon said. Immediately Neon heard it, he responded few minutes ago, and he said that he only helped Alicia, that is David Martin's wife, to show her if one man had failed her, that good men still exist, and that his wife is even aware of everything, and that he will not stand by a man that beats his wife. Okay, so he was trying to debunk the photographer's, that's David Martin's flirt claims. All right. So, but on the other hand, there's a content creator that say on the other like, this is okay. Why were you showing her what she can? Are you like, do you have somebody you want to give her to? But I just think, where when there are issues in marriage, I think the both parties, but especially the men, start, especially when you are narcissistic, the men start thinking very, very fast. Like, if there's anybody that comes close, remember, one of the characteristics of a narcissist is that they try to cut you off from friends, from family. They want you to just be alone, and so you don't have any reason to like start talking about what is happening to you. So it's also possible because I know that she mentioned Neon Adejo and the wife and how they accommodated her, and the son, and at least fed them and made them very comfortable. So it's also possible that this guy wasn't actually very happy about, that hospitality. So in his mind, like, okay, your hand is in it. You're the one teaching her what to do, since she's not a Nigerian, by the way. So that's the one that came up few minutes ago. Of course, it has started trending that David Martin is accusing Neon Adejo, a gospel singer, of being instrumental to their breakup. Okay, so I want to read few of the things that he said. Is a lot, but I know that you guys are going to give me a few minutes of your time to read the few things that is important that you hear, because is a lot. Is a lot. He said how has been taking care of her, how she has not. In fact, that he's the one that should be talking about abuse, not the other way around, because that she has been abusing him. He even showed a picture, of course, for YouTube regulations. I can't bring it here. There was a picture he showed where either a bite or a finger or something. I can't remember. I can't say exactly what he was trying to let us know there. But the thing is that as though they fought, and he had a little wound, beside his ear and the hand. But for YouTube stuff, I didn't bring it here. So he said, he sent a recording. I'll post it maybe later. He sent a recording, and he said that recording is a conversation between Neon Adejo and Alicia in the car, which Alicia herself recorded and shared with him. So what is particularly important is Alicia herself acknowledge this. Acknowledge what, by the way, because I have listened to the story, and it is not story. I mean, there was nothing serious. But let me just read the what Neon said, and it's a lengthy one. He said, "I'm so disappointed in everything that you're doing. The dishonesty and lies you're stirring up is only making okay me believe that you had a whole different plan behind this. I'm very appreciative of your volunteering and being Christ-led to help my child and I. But you went beyond that. You disrespected and humiliated everyone in the process. Then to sit on the phone and raise your tone and shout as if someone is supposed to be afraid of you. Wrong is wrong. You went behind my back and you are talking about me and talking about my situation without my consent. After saying that I could trust you, I genuinely believe it was solely to help. Only to then see you putting Dave's picture in a group chat. Dave's picture in a group chat and stating word for word to get some boys to jump him. After stating I didn't want violence on violence, you continued to push and then stopped when I asked you not to. You told me you helped with her medical expenses and therapy. You told me that Grace was bitter and that it was her and her friends that were making the pages. You told me this morning that Grace is not your friend, only to be playing on the phone in her ear and lying. You also said you couldn't keep talking to her so you don't catch feelings. You then told me you and Pifolo had a conversation. Okay, that's new talking. And had a conversation and said that PA Flo was so upset that Dave, someone you you just put in one corner and start beating up, which I learned is not something a pastor would say. You even went to a lady who owns a blog, reached out to her and told her my situation, and then gave her my account to reach out to me. I told you that Grace told me that there was live love impacts, and you said they told on themselves, and that was her and her friends, and to no longer speak to her. All for you to say is a lie. Then to be doing damage control and saying I'm lying when I have you recorded is what is interesting. I recorded for my own safety so that when this happens, people can hear from their mouths. You don't called me to tell me my own friend is dangerous, that she's always been dangerous since day one, and you won't have anything to say to her again. But I was there, I heard everything you said. Also, the sending messages and unsending messages is absurd. While sending messages you have no business sending because you're a married man. Then to go on my husband's page, watch his story. Omo, is a lot. Is a lot. So Alicia's message to Neon, okay. Then conversation between David Martins. That's David Martins showing conversation between Alicia and Neon. And the first say, just seeing your messages. Oh, okay. I don't want your wife to be like, why is she sending a selfie? Stop it. She won't even see my chats. Send me a selfie. I want to see it. Oh God. What do you keep deleting? So he now sent an account. I mean, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. But do you know what? If the home front was okay, if the home front was, maybe the woman wouldn't even have time for the so-called neon, assuming there was anything there. But there wasn't. There wasn't. Now I've seen where he said, let's give this to bloggers instead. What do you think? So um the both of them were just having a conversation, and I want to say this categorically because I've seen where this type of thing happen when people are having issues, especially married issues, in the marriage situation. The other person who feels smarter is always looking for something to hold on to, so that for any reason the woman comes and starts shouting I don't want to continue, they can bring it and say, yes, we caught her cheating, we caught her flirting. Or they thank God they didn't even say he caught her cheating. They just said this Neon was flirting with the wife. I mean, Neon is a close friend of yours. And then the wife, of course, my husband's friend is my friend. Okay, so but all these ones is for me, it's you're trying to like you're trying to your reputation is already damaged. I think you're just trying very hard to see how you can make up and then get your reputation back, which is not a bad one, by the way. But then again, the truth has to be said. If things were going on well in the family, both the person that is trying to flirt and the person that they are flirting at wouldn't have the time. And I'm sure majority of you will agree with me. By the way, before I stop, that's a bad manner. If you're here for the very first time, please don't fail to like, to drop your comment, and subscribe to my channel. Okay,
Then
so
he said,
let's continue our
that guy.
gist.
He said, that guy is a very foolish guy. I told him that if I was close to him, I would have beaten him.
Yeah.
So that guy is a foolish guy. That's somebody that I can just put in one corner and beat till I'm satisfied. If I wasn't joking, so I beat him till I'm satisfied. I said, man, can you imagine? He took the same gospel that we are teaching and using it to manipulate this innocent girl, this young innocent girl. I said, man. I said, child. But that's what we're doing. I told him, I said, I had.
Yeah, so that was the audio clip that he posted. Okay. Okay, oh, till I come your way next time. Bye for now.